Hey everyone, what is going on? It is BradPhusion here, and welcome back to more Space and It Is Eternal Darkness Survival, where in today's episode we will be hopefully finishing off this platform here with my little teeny drone that I made. That has now been named Kara from one of you guys in the comments section down below, which stands for Construction and Reconstruction Autonomous Bot, which I thought was kind of nice. So Kara it is, and that kind of suits because Jimmy and Kara, male and female, and you know, we kind of need a repair drone here. And speaking of construction and reconstruction, I was thinking of actually replacing one of Kara's little arms here with a grinding device, but I'll get to that in a little while after I finish welding all of this together. Now, let me quickly go up here, and I'm going to quickly grab a few more resources so I can actually get this done a lot quicker, because I know we're going to need quite a bit here to get it done. Now, speaking of all this stuff, Space and is going to update today. However, I don't know what the update is going to be, nor has it been released yet. I was actually waiting for the update to come out first before doing my recording, but it is now 4 o'clock in the morning and I still haven't seen any update yet. So, moving on from that, I'm going to go up here, I'm going to grab some more steel plates, and I'm going to put them inside Kara, and then okay, that sounded weird out of context. I'm going to put some steel plates inside of Kara, and we're going to do some welding today. So we already have quite a few plates on me, quite a few plates in here, but I'm going to quickly bring Kara back up here. Let me check what my energy is. My energy is perfectly fine. So we'll ship this one over here. It will now going to be renamed Kara, because I think that kind of, I don't know, it seems kind of adorable. So and I like it. So Kara it is. Okay, so Kara, let me get you back up here, so I can now fly around with you, and put some more resources inside of you. If my speech is kind of fumbly today, I do apologize. I do have a lot on my mind, including the latest update, which I still kind of have no idea what it is. I believe that they mentioned there was some sort of programming support that's meant to come out today. Now, as far as I know, that is meant to be C#. I've never used C# before. I've used C++, but that was a very long time ago. So it'll be interesting to see how exactly they implement all these new features into the game. And I think everyone here is actually going to be looking forward to that as well. So is that all of these steel plates we have currently? I think that might be it. I've been waiting for this to produce whilst I was getting my recording set up, and I still haven't had much luck with it actually getting it done, meaning we might actually need a second refinery sometime soon, which will be great once I've finished the downstairs area, because then I have so much room to actually work with. I can hide, actually. What I was thinking of doing was hiding all the refinery and everything under here, but there's not too much space on the subs to mine all of this out. But with that being said, that'd be a nice place to actually keep everything, because I can keep everything connected as well, because there are connectors down here. And that way I could just kind of hide it, keep it under, and well, up here would be kind of empty. That would be the only downside. But anyways, Kara now has a few resources inside of her, so now we can easily go and do what needs to be done. Let me put these extra 600 plates in here, and let's get to some welding. So, Kara, come here please, and let us go do the platform. Thank you very much. Let me fly away so I don't damage anything, and let me go down here right now. Now, speaking of those things actually, let me just quickly connect to the Firefly and turn the Firefly off, because I kind of realized keeping the Firefly on right now, whilst the Firefly isn't actually in use, is kind of near pointless. So I'm going to go with the large reactor, and I'm going to turn it off right now. There we go. So now we should be okay to do what we were doing before. And it is extremely dark in here without my light actually shining on anything. Why is my light not shining? Oh, there we go. Okay, it just took a little while for the light to actually get close enough to light something up. So, let us get to some welding, which is a lot faster, should I say, with Kara than it is via hand, and I love that, because for me to have welded all this myself would have taken me a very, and I mean a very long time. So to have Kara here doing this for me is very handy indeed. Now, to get a bot to do this autonomously is a little bit difficult. I was actually thinking about this. Maybe with the programming and support that they're going to be adding, it might be a little bit easier for a bot to be programmed to do that, and I'm pretty sure my friend Shifted could figure this one out, because I'm not very good when it comes to programming in Space and This, but I'm pretty sure he would understand C# more than I would. So that would be interesting to see what the programmers of Space Engineers can come up with. But anyways, enough rambling on here about all the programming and whatnot. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below, whether it is out yet or not. And I shall see you guys in a second once I finish fast forwarding through all of this welding. Well, that was kind of funny, because as I just finished saying that I was going to fast forward till I finished, I ran out of steel plates, which was kind of disappointing. Now I realized that there's one major problem that I noticed in the latest update, latest video or latest episode for this series, and that is having my seat right here next to the assembler probably isn't the best idea, because regardless of where I am with these drones here, you will constantly hearing the assembler assemble, which is not exactly very good. So I might actually have to move my chair elsewhere temporarily, just somewhere where I'm still close enough to access the antenna, but where the noise won't exactly bother us. And I think here, right about here, would be an alright temporary place, I feel. So let me quickly grind it down, and I'm going to just quickly move it over to another part of the platform here, given that I can hold all the resources at one time. Perfect. Okay, so over here shall go the platform, if I can actually place it. There we go. Let's put you just over here real quick, because as long as it's out of the way, we should be perfectly fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go out, do some mining with Timmy. Oh my god, my head is just crazy today, full of thoughts, full of all different things that I probably shouldn't be thinking about right now, but still, they're in my mind. So yeah, I'm going to go mining with Timmy for a little bit to get some more iron, so I can then, actually we already have quite a bit of iron, so I think we just need right now is a second assembler. Yeah, actually, because right now we're only processing, how much are we processing? Maybe 100 steel plates every, I don't know, every 30 seconds or something. That's not very good, because that isn't very efficient. I think I'd much rather produce resources a little bit quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the gravity generator, put it inside of the container for now, then I'm going to stack up another assembler on top of this one, and then put a conveyor up here that will then connect these two together. That's the best way to do it, and it saves on the space. So let me quickly grind you down here. Hopefully I can do that without my inventory going all crazy. Perfect. And we're going to actually wait, or maybe I can put you over here, because right now this isn't exactly out of the road or anything, and I think it's perfectly fine to put you here right now. So looks a little out of place, but it might just be a temporary spot for now anyways. And that's all she wrote. So that one's there. We're going to change the field depth to not very high, because we don't really need that high. The field height itself can stay about here-ish. The gravity field can go back down to there. And the field width can stay at about 90 or so. I feel that might give me an alright, yeah, that should give me to just outside. Actually, I can see it from here. That is 70-ish away. So if I go to around about 80, I should be fine. There we go. So that should be just outside, and we're good to go. So now to build the actual refinery, what do we need to actually start building this thing? We need an assembler, not the refinery, steel plates and construction components. Let me quickly grab out some of them from in here. We'll have to use some of the steel plates we have. How much exactly? Was it 150? It was 150, yes. Perfect. So I'm going to fast forward me building this, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, there we go. They are now both connected, at least they should be. So let me try making some resources using this other assembler we have up here, which is now known as Assembler 2. I'm actually gonna rename this to Assembler Top, just so it makes more sense to my head, and so I don't get confused with which one's which. Assembler Bottom. There we go. So now I know what is producing what, and I can easily see that from here. So you do have 340 plates inside of you, I don't know why. Oh, right, that's the bottom one. That's of course makes sense now that I think about it. So let's create, if I go large blocks here, and I go to create some heavy armor blocks, I have no iron ingots at all, but will it draw upon the iron ingots from the other thing? No, it doesn't seem like it wants to. That's kind of disappointing. I was actually hoping it would actually draw out the resources from there. Because if I go inside the assembler on the bottom, you have 18k iron in there, but none in the assembler on the top. Okay, so I'm going to quickly transfer some resources over to this one over here. I'm going to transfer about, I don't know, what is it, 8.5k. Does that actually work? Okay, fine then. I won't do it like that. 8.5. There you go. That should give me, yeah, enough to start building with you. And then with you down here, even though I could have just done that up the top here, you can now create some more parts to your heart's content. A little too much on the expectations there, but that's trying to create 100 blocks worth, which is quite a lot. And that's not exactly how many we need. So you're going quite fine here. Let me just quickly go and create some more large armored blocks here, like so. There we go, so now they're both creating a few resources, which is lovely. So now we can get back to doing some welding, but I still think it might be slightly beneficial to actually maybe just add a few more iron to the collection, so we don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Speaking of that, there is a few steel plates in there, which is slightly confusing. But regardless of that, where is my other container here? There you go, large cargo container. I wasn't too sure where you were. Can I grab you out? Okay, I can. I just don't know why you're there instead of anywhere else. It's been doing this lately. It's been sticking resources that I can use inside the assembler. Okay, so after fast forwarding quite a bit, we've got both assemblers now set up, one named Assembler Top and one named Assembler Bottom. I now have them both working on delivering me quite a bit of iron, quite a bit of steel plates here, which is great. A little bit going out of the way for some, but not so much on the other side here. So yeah, these are just going to continue to make until they've run out of iron, basically. So whilst that's doing that, and I'm going to be waiting until I have a lot more resources before I get back to building, because I still need quite a bit done. And why is it so dark down there? Actually, that's something I never actually asked. What happened to all the lighting? The lights suddenly broken? No, they're not broken. There's no lighting on top. Was there ever lighting on top? I can't remember. I don't remember it always being dark down here, though. But now it is very, very dark, and it's very, very eerie. Oh, I know what it is. It's because I can't see the beacon anymore. The beacon's light, I think, was lighting up quite a bit. But now it's really, really dark down. Let me just send this back down here, and I'm going to go and do some mining. Now, a few people mentioned that I could make a relay, or a relay drone, which basically flies around and just extends out the range of my station, which would be kind of cool, though I don't need it just yet, because all of my asteroids that I need to actually get to are within range, which is quite fine for me. So let's see if you're the right one. Indeed you are. Though it says your volume is maxed out, or is that mine? I believe that might be my volume. We seem to be all good to go. So let us go back to the asteroid we just left. Actually, we probably don't even need to. We can probably just use this one right here, because there's plenty of iron right here. So let us get to mining, and that should be good to go. So I'd actually like to call that a very successful mining trip yet again. We've actually dug out quite a bit of this tunnel over here, as you can probably see. If I go inside of here, you can see I've dug in actual several directions. One of them ones over there going through quite a lot of uranium, and the other one up here going through a lot of iron. Now, I was actually tempted to see if I could walk through here using my actual astronaut, but first things first, let me deliver all the ore we've actually acquired from here, and then I'll go out and check it out for myself. So, where exactly are we as opposed to our base? I think, yes, over here. Good, so now I'm going to quickly deliver all of the ore, and then we're going to go check it out ourselves. So, let's get out here. Let us deliver all the ore. I'll go check on the actual tunnel we have made. So, again, a lot of ore in here. Let me quickly put this in here as well. Over here, and over here. It's gonna put it up there anyways. No biggie. We can deal with that. So, again, it puts some more in my inventory, which I don't want. Can I put some more up there? No, you see, that's almost full. That is what is going on here. Let's bring all of this down here then, shall we? That way it doesn't have to worry about filling itself up at all. And now if I do this, this should make it, yes, great. Someone gave me this hint, by the way, to easier sort out my inventory, and the hint was to, if I search what container I'm looking for, that is what everything will fill in, or everything will come out of. So if I then go, if I just search bottom here, bottom, now that means that anything I click in here will go over here, anything I click from here will go into here, which I think is a great way of doing things. So to the person who pointed that out, thank you so much, that makes everything so much easier. So that's that one done. What is the top one going like? Shall we check? Top has actually paused production. I believe it is either out of resources or it's just given up hope. Let me quickly check the assembler bottom here. Yeah, no, it is still producing, it's just taking its time. Okay, so now I can now transfer all this all out of here. 11k at a time, of course. Let me go with the refinery. Put you in here. They're going to start processing, which is great. And let us quickly get all of this done here. Okay, there we go. So now we have both the arc refinery and the normal refinery producing us some iron ore, or refining some of the iron ore here, which is great, which means it's going through quite quickly. So whilst it's doing that, I'm just going to quickly go and check out the little tunnel that we've made with our little mining vessel, which is up here in this little teeny hole. Up here I believe is where the tunnel is actually being made, and let's see if we can actually walk around it. It does go quite deep in a certain direction, though I forgot which one. Over here. Oh, it is so creepy like, but actually, thinking of this size-wise, I think it's almost equal to my own height, which means we could probably use the drone for actual digging out of tunnels and whatnot, which I think is kind of cool. There's a little bit of iron over here as well, so I might as well collect some of this whilst I'm here. But I think that does it for today's episode. We are now in the production of iron ore. I believe I've dragged on for long enough, and we'll finish off the welding in between this episode and the next one, so you guys don't have to worry about sitting there and watching it. See you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching.